after being at Brother Martin for 7 years, I was at Mandeville High previously, and leaving Mandeville, I was leaving to take a step forward. I was a head coach at Mandeville. I took a step back to an assistant coaching position at Brother Martin, but I felt like it was a move I had to make in order to take a step forward. So when I did that, became the head assistant, we had great success, 5 state championships in a row. My last year there, we ended up third. We lost at the state championships. We just didn't wrestle well. We were seeded to win, so that was frustrating. But Coach David Brewerton came and started talking to me after the state tournament. He's looking to make some changes, and when he did that, I saw an opportunity, and I took it. Now it was daunting. I was moving my family upward, and I'm moving them only an hour and a half away, but to them that was probably more like a world away. So we were moving into a lot of unknowns. I couldn't get with my team immediately. It wasn't like I was local. So I had to put faith in Ben McHugh that he could get them on the mat, get them ready, because I had decided to wrestle them in the Jazztown duel so I could get a look at what I was working with. I hadn't seen a lot of the kids. I hadn't been able to eye them up at any point to be like, yeah, this is a possibility for me. So I wanted to see them wrestle, but I also couldn't get there to practice them. So until the year ended at Brother Martin, I really had limited options for what I could do. So he would open the room, get them in there, give them the opportunities to start training, and I could get my first look at them soon. But once the school year ended and I went into the summer, I started driving a couple days a week, and then I would sleep at Coach Brewerton's house. He was gracious enough to allow me to, and I would go to practice. I believe it was 3 days a week, and I was still trying to sell a house, so I was leaving my wife to handle showing the house, which I couldn't have done that without her. And then we were transferring back and forth. We moved on July 17th, and we were moving whether we had sold the house or not. But it was an experience, I guess, to say the least, but not one that was without value, I'll say. I think going through that, I knew what we could do, and I was moving for a reason, and not just to run a wrestling program again, but I was moving and trying to send a message to these kids that we were going to run a successful wrestling program.